let's get the door closed. Bunch of people making too much damn noise out there. Okay, folks. Alright. So, hopefully, everything is up and running. We're going to see here shortly. Music seems a little bit loud in my headphones, but you know, we'll see. Alright, I think that is everything. Hopefully. Alright, so hopefully that's everything. Check to make sure everything looks good. Oh, I made this completely airtight, huh? I guess we should put an air vent in here. Let's go ahead and grab that really quick before I forget about it, because I didn't realize until... Hello, come on. There you go. Need metal grids. How many metal grids? Oh, we need 5. Okay. That's easy enough. Alright. So let's go ahead. We're going to head over to production. We're going to make, I don't know, like 100 grids or so. Should have the materials for it. Yeah. There we go. Oh, right. Are any of these other doors open? No. Okay, so this is the only room that is actually airtight. Oh, that is hilarious. Alright. I'm not gonna worry about it right now because it's it's a non-issue. It's a non-issue. It's all good. Alright, so let's see what we got going on here. All of our reactors are pulling uranium. That's a good thing. Let's see here. All of our stats look pretty good right now. Let's see what we've got resource-wise. Okay, so for the folks who are just wandering in, welcome to the stream. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're having a fabulous day and a terrific week so far. We are back here on YouTube for today. There will not be a live stream on Thursday on YouTube. And for the folks who are watching on both YouTube and Twitch, Twitch will not have a live stream tomorrow for Wednesday. I have a dental that is going to take up most of my midday, so unfortunately I won't be here for that. And then Thursday my dog has his annual vet visit, and we're gonna get some other things done while we're there. So, oh, and he's always a little ball of nerves after we take him to the vet. So it makes doing live streams a little difficult. All right, so let's get silicon. We have 3.3 refined. Let's see, is there anything that we're really needing? It's gold is about the only thing that we really need right now. Alright, let's see what we've got for gold in the local area. I'll go ahead and turn that one off. Looking for AU. Some more there. Oh, that's right, we have gold downstairs. I forgot about that. Do we actually... Oh, I did mine gold. Okay. Well, duh. Alright, so silver is what we really need then. Alright, so we're going to grab some silver. There's no platinum on planets, obviously. Silicon wouldn't be a bad idea. So if do we have anything with silicon and silver in the same location? I don't think so. But we should have silicon. So what I'm thinking is we should have some silicon near one of our gold deposits. Of course, we do have silicon right over there, but that's not near any of our silver. Alright, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to go hit the big mine over here. I'll show you what we're working on off camera. Disconnect that. We're going to back ourselves up, throw the parking brake on for just a moment. There we go. Alright. So I did set up another button on the switch over there, so basically I can actually toggle the lock on this connector and then be able to drop the beast down here to go get stuff. Alright, turn off our parking brake. Come on. So we're going to turn on the lights, and let me show you what we've got over here. So for the folks who were here yesterday for the Twitch side of the stream, I took my little recon ship out and found some gold and silver. Now that we've got the azimuth overpowered ore detectors installed, makes it much easier to find resources. And like I said, we are up to 5 mods now. Only 2 of the mods are block mods. One of them is the hover engines, which we just installed for today. The azimuth mod is the other one. And then everything else is things like it removes the camera gunk from the update, easy inventory, and I forgot what the other one was now. So, the builder, the nanobot build and repair system. So I have to say, ever since the new update, wheels are actually working for me pretty well. So I am not going to complain about it. So good job, Keen. You guys did well on this one. So hopefully, when we get over here, and I meant to bring parts over with me so I could actually do some building. And I forgot to bring parts because I wanted to bring some solar panels over, or a solar panel and a battery, and then that way what I could do is have some lighting over here. Oh, but it looks like I'm not going to be able to do that. Just because I forgot to bring it with me. It's not too much of an issue, honestly. Alright, so we're going to head up this way. So what I did is, for the folks who weren't here, what we did was we found some gold and silver on the cliffside here, and I wanted to make it easier to get to it. So I started digging into the side of the mountain. Couldn't get it to work quite the way I want it to, where I had started, so I came up here, and we have done this. We now have a little bit of a little hallway right here, a little mining tunnel as it were. And let me show you what we got going on. So we're gonna get in here, and let's get just a little bit closer, and that should be about where it needs to be right there. Yeah, that's good. So we get out of here. Look at that. And let me turn the light on. Okay, so what we did is we went ahead and excavated a tunnel over here. We put in a break wall right here, and we have a catch basin right there. And the reason for this, actually, make sure the builder is turned on, because we do have the builder systems set up to basically play catch. Alright, so actually, do you have... You do, and I can't get to it from here. Kind of, nope. I have to be in the cockpit. That's fine. Just want to make sure that Bob is turned on and that he is set for fly mode. Okay. So one of the first things we want to do is, before we go too much further, let's go ahead and grab ice. We want to go ahead and throw our bottles in there, refill those, because we don't want those to have issue. Alright, let's see if we can get up here now. And I actually don't need the jetpack one to get up here. It just is faster because this is a long mining chute. Okay, so silver is that way. Gold is that way. But yeah, so I basically was in here digging around and I screwed up the pathing a couple of times. So what I did is I ended up setting some waypoints as to where I needed to be, and then that brought me in underneath the iron, or the silver deposit here. And now we can do this. And what it does is everything goes down the chute, and it eventually ends up down at the mining vessel. Well, the collector, I guess it would be. It's not really a mining vehicle anymore. It's an excavation tool. Alright. So we're just going to mine out a little bit of this. And I did check when we did this before. It should be like this. It should be fast enough to get down there before it despawns. So now we're just going to check just to make sure. As you can see, we've got gold up above us. So if we do mine all the way through the silver, that's not a bad idea, or not a bad problem. It puts us right into the gold upstairs. And basically, it'll be able to use the same chute to get everything down to the vehicle there. The collection unit, as it were. Alright. Grab a little bit more. We'll go down after we finish doing this. I'm going to pick up some silver as well, just to get a little bit extra going down there. Alright, so let's see what we have going on here. Alright. And then we are going to continue mining this out. Just a little bit. Alright. Alright, so there should be a large collection of just regular stone down here, and all of the silver should be picked up. So that's all of our stone. And then just to check, make sure everything is working right. Look at that. I've actually thought about, and you know what I might do? Is I might go ahead and do this. I'm thinking that we go like this. Hey, how you doing? Alright. So if we do that, what we can then do is, do I have any... Oh, I have 2 steel plates on me. Perfect. So what we can do is say, let's grab you. Like that. And then this way, if we do have any stone or anything that we've collected, we can just drop it and it will slide down into there. Now, at some point, I did set this up so that we have a little bit of a walkway in here, so in case I decide to enclose this, we'll be able to get in and not have to worry about things popping out. But I modified the drop chute a little bit, so it's not nearly the issue that it was with things bouncing out of here. Alright, so let's go grab a little bit more. See if we hit the gold vein. Be nice if we did. And we're going to go this way. Alright, and up here. There's actually a pretty good vein of silver. I was actually surprised by just how much silver we actually do have in here. Alright. Basically, I'm just working my way up to the gold vein here. Yeah, just opening it up a little bit. And what we'll do is once we get to the gold, we'll start working on getting things, you know, sorted out up here. Alright, so... And the only reason I'm not doing the excavation... Actually, now I should be able to do excavation. The reason I wasn't doing it back there was because I wanted to make sure we weren't destroying silver. Alright, so why does that feel like I am going straight instead of going up? Come on. And that looks like that might be the gold right there. Not that we really need it. We have a fairly large gold deposit under the base. But, you know, we're here. May as well get it, right? Nothing wrong with having a little extra gold. All right. Alright. Alright, so that's going to go down. And what we're going to be able to do here is we want to make sure we're not undercutting our path a little too much. Mesmo, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Happy Tuesday. Basically doing a little bit of gravity mining today. Having some fun with it. People have asked how I get, you know, how do I do mining in like really close-in areas? This is basically what I do. So what I've done is I've dug a pilot hole all the way back down to where my my collector is, and I just come through and basically hollow out a passageway and let it all fall back down to where the collector grabs it. Makes it really easy. I just have to sometimes remember to come back and redo this a little bit. There you go. I am expecting to be there for the next Iron Man. I am in talks with the wife about going back for my MBA now that I finished the Bachelor's in Business. So, depending on how all of that goes, I will probably be there for the next season. So, we're gonna grab the last of this, and then the gold. Like I said, I don't really need more gold. We have a bunch under the base, but Yeah, it was just unfortunate this past season. It just everything basically came together at the same time, so I unfortunately wasn't able to do it. But it was fun watching what everybody else did with Iron Man this past season for the Imperion. So, gave me some ideas for the next one. Oh, so how you doing today? Having a good day so far? All right. Just grab a little bit more of this. I figure I'm here. I might as well just go ahead and get it. You know. Clean all of this up a little bit so that we can actually get there it goes. Alright. And now we head downstairs, make sure all of that is good. Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to that, honestly. We're getting closer to the point where we're going to have the actual mod system in over there. We should also be seeing the large. I'll be glad when we get the larger planetary the larger planetary orbital systems. So 8x8, yeah. Well, and like I said, it'll be nice because we'll have more area. So that means the planets can be bigger. And they can put more stuff in there. So it doesn't have to be completely empty all the time. So hopefully we are going to see a lot more... sorry. And stone drops out. I don't know what the stone there. Get off the... Go. Go, 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 go. Go. Out of there. Son of a... Oh. There we go. And that's how that's supposed to work. Okay. Hey, Darstar, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Happy Tuesday. Just doing a little bit of mining today. So what I'm thinking is for this playthrough, I've had a couple of people asking what the intent is. So the reason why I haven't been doing more with the battle carrier is a couple of reasons. One, that thing is huge, and I feel like I was spending way too much time, you know, just getting, now that I'm starting to greeble it, it's basically just greebling. Yeah, I know there's a stone pulverizer mod. I'm trying to do this as close to vanilla as possible. So with the recent changes, I have actually had to install the azimuth ore detector, because they've taken away the surface indicators where minerals are. And the vanilla ore detectors are still really, really limited. The large ore detector's only got a range of 150 meters. So... But yeah, so in order to actually find minerals, you have to have a real ore detector on your ship now. But yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the stone pulverizer mod. I mean, it's interesting because depending on which one you're using, you get different types of material out of it. You know, it's trace amounts of the materials, but it means you don't have to waste the space on stone. So what I do is I just have it set up to where I don't pick up the stone at all. If I need stone, then I go specifically get stone. Oh, it's fine. Alright. So at some point, so what I've been doing is I'm basically gathering up I want to get a you know, like 10,000 or so of all of the materials, except for iron. Obviously I think I have 150-ish K of process iron. And what we're going to do is we're going to turn the base into a mobile base. And what that's going to entail is I think I'm going to just do it the easy way, and we'll just cut the foundation off once we have everything set up. Basically what I want to do is have a vehicle. I want to turn the base into a mobile vehicle. So the actual cleanup mod. Nice. It depends on what they're trying to set up for it. I know that they were talking about doing some custom like scenarios, and I don't do much with the scenario editor in Empyrean, unfortunately. I really should get into that. There's a lot of really interesting stuff that you can do with it. For me, most of the code stuff that I do in any of the games is I do some minor editing and, you know, some slight modding. But yeah, no, if they're looking for somebody to help with it, I'll definitely reach out to Cap and see what he wants done. Yeah, because one of the things that I had talked about doing was setting up a multiplayer server specifically for the folks in the Iron Man. And what we would do is have the system, like the actual planetary system, set up around the idea of everybody would have the exact same planet, so you could do everything you needed to do, and then the rest of the solar system would be open for everybody. So. Nice. Lost City of Soul. How is that? I haven't actually played that one yet. Is that one unique to Grandpa server, or is that the public one? $201 playfields and a lot of dedicated missions. Interesting. It does make me wonder if that's what they're using. If that's what Captain and Calmech are using for their guide, or Zenfan rather. Right. Make sure all the gold is out of our. Yep, everything's out of our ship. Okay. Oh, before I forget, let's turn off the lights. We're gonna turn off Build and Bob. Oh, there. All right. Oh, I was meaning the scenario, if that was specific to his server, because I know that Grandpa was working on some stuff. He was like playing around with the scenario editor, but I don't know if he was using if he's using somebody else's scenario or if that was a scenario that he built. I should probably follow up with him and find out. All right, so we have a lot of uranium. Okay, and gold, silver. Okay, so we should have enough gold and silver for a while. Silicon we will need. I've got 8K magnesium. I'm not too worried about it. That makes a lot of ammo, even after the rebalance. Cobalt. So I think probably the best thing we can do is actually get some more refineries online. Okay, so that one is Piddlefoot's? Okay. And Rattan's still working on the scenario? Nice. I'm looking forward to this next season of Iron Man. This sounds like this is going to be a lot of fun. Alright, so I want... Alright, so let's get some of this stuff off our... Okay, so these things are supposed to work really well. But these are basically these are the civilian version of the hover engine, and these are the military version of the hover engine. So what is? I'm wondering how much lift do each of these give? Right on. I'll definitely have to check that out then. Yeah, like I said, I'm been wanting to get more involved on that side. I know I do a lot of stuff with like mods and things over here on Space Engineer side, and I feel kind of bad because I really like Empyrean, and I like the systems that they're bringing online. I don't know what the lift capacity of these are, so I have a feeling we are going to have way too many of these things. All right, but that's okay. All right, so let's go ahead and get one there. All right, so I'm thinking we might. You know what? Let's try this. Hey, Demon, how you doing, buddy? Oh, I'm not leaving right now, man. I'm just saying. I always feel a little bad when I'm not able to give Empyrean a little bit more love, because I absolutely love that game. Hey, Darstar. The mods that we are using right now, so we have the 5 mods are the Nanobot Build and Repair. We have the Screen Gunk Remover mod, which basically takes the new graphic that they put in the last big update over the face camera, takes that out, thankfully. We have Nanobot Face Gunk. We have the Azimuth Overpowered Ore Detector, or Overclocked Ore Detector, the Hover Engines, and Easy Inventory. Those are the 5 that we have installed right now. And welcome to the stream, Damon. Good to see you, buddy. How you doing today? Having a good week so far? Let's see. I'm thinking the corners we may need to go. I'm thinking I might need to double this up in the corners. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm actually trying to keep this playthrough as vanilla as possible. Which for me is saying something, because I absolutely love having my mods in the game. So, alright, so now the question is, I'm guessing we're going to need grids and gravity components. Okay. So we're going to need to make a crap ton of grids. Let's go into production really quick. What do we need for gravity components anyway? Gold, cobalt, silver. I guess it's a good thing I picked a bunch of that up then. So 40k iron. How much iron do we have? I'm too lazy to walk through the, the base to go find out. Oh. We're almost out of iron. Out of the refined stuff already? That's rather crazy. Alright. Oh, the small ship gone epic? Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people really like that build. S'more, Dredden, and I have just been having an absolute blast with that thing. What you guys aren't seeing off camera is, you know, we're sitting here basically in between each recording, trying to figure out what we still need on board the ship. Oh, I have screens. I have a couple of screens. The reason I don't have more is because I haven't really set up a control room yet. This was supposed to be a small outpost base. I wasn't planning on making this something other than what it was. So, But I think it was in yesterday's stream. I think it was yesterday's stream when we were over on the Twitch side, and I had been talking about what I wanted to do with the base, and somebody said, "Hey, you should make it mobile." And I was like, what?" Like, okay. So it's something I had been thinking about, and it's like, why not? We'll give it a try. All right. Oh, grids. I need to make grids. That was the other thing I needed. Alright, so you are still making those. We're going to come down here. We're going to say make, I don't know, like 200 grids. Let's see what our refineries are working on here. Okay, we really don't need more uranium right this second. Wait. We do need cobalt, we do need nickel. Alright, so let's go ahead and get the iron processing. We're going to put the gold behind that. And we will probably rebalance it again here in a minute. Yes, the wheeled rover is back. We did fix it. From what I hear, from last time I talked to Rongo a little over a week ago now, he's been playing, things like 7 Days to Die. He's actually been doing some pen and paper tabletop RPG stuff. He was GMing a D&D game. And I think he might still log into Echo every so often, but I don't think he's played recently, but I don't know. Actually, yeah, the wheels work for me now. Every time Keen Software has said that they fixed the wheels, I have nothing but problems. This time, knock on wood, this time hopefully it's still working. If you weren't here earlier in the episode, I actually took this thing about 2K out, 2.5K out over there to where that marker is. To go grab some materials and then bring all those materials back. So, but yeah, it's they've done a good job with getting the wheels working. Now, part of that is because they've had the my understanding is that they've had to, I don't want to say nerf physics in the game, but they've had to rework some of the planetary motion physics. So. Yeah, Demon. He had actually said that. That was one of the nice things, is that he loves being able to sit down to play the game and not record. So doesn't mean he won't be back. Sharky's coming back. He's basically been asking to get into some of the MP stuff again with us. S'more just came back. Midnight Designer obviously was over on Twitch live streaming a lot. After he came back from his break, and now he's actually back on YouTube as well. So a lot of the people who took breaks are coming back, and they're coming back stronger than ever, so it's awesome to see. Yeah, Darkstar. They have tried to nerf Clang. That's one of the not this large update, but the previous large update. One of the things that they changed was some of the planetary mechanics, which is what put the systems in place for this big update that they just did last week. So Clang is slowly being tamed, but I don't think they'll ever actually get fully get rid of him. You're just missing grids, aren't you? No, you're missing gravity generators too. What are you missing? You're just missing grids. I still say those things look more appropriate for Christmas than they do for anything else. Alright. So, what is those things' lifting capacity is my question. You are missing grids. You are missing grids. Okay, so I think everybody's got most of their gravity generators done. Let's see here. You can actually turn that off. I actually have the post-processing turned on again. Let me show you what it looks like between the two. For those who don't know, if you ever get in and you don't like what they have done, is it under display? No, graphics. So there's this enable post-processing. If you turn this off, you lose some of the shine and some of the occlusion. Now, the thing is that with the graphics mod that I've got loaded, the removing of the gunk, that mod actually tweaks things as well, so you don't see a huge difference on mine. But if I uninstall that mod, you will see a huge difference between with and without post-processing. Gone crazy with the orange. Oh, well, it was an industrial thing, so you know we had to orange it up a little bit. Still super shiny. Yeah, try. Oh, I wish I had the exact name of that mod right now, but yeah, it's something like gunk removal or something like that. Well, yeah, compared to the pre-update, that's just because they redid the textures too. Oh, look. Today's update fixed the texture surface. So prior to the small patch that we got late last night, early this morning, that particular texture where you see that series of rings there were offset, so it basically looked like you were going blind or something. All right. So we're just waiting for this stuff to finish. Let me see here. Do we have more online? No. I think we are... Okay, we do actually have a couple more coming online. So you're just grids now? Yeah, so... Yeah, so it's... For those who have been playing Space Engineers for a really long time, the graphics will look very familiar because they went back. This is kind of a hybrid of the original graphics with a new emissive system. So if you remember the old textures, this is what the old textures look like way back in the day. They were a flat version of this, and now what they've done is they've gone in and they've given it, they've done a texture pass on it to make it look like it's a three-dimensional texture. But yeah, if you look at the really old stuff, that's a lot of what it looked like. Nice. Hey man, 10 additional FPS in Skyrim? That is always impressive. So everything is just metal grids, right? I thought I had all of my assemblers running, but maybe they are blocked up? Let's see. Okay, so you're still making those. You're making those, and you're not making anything, so let's have you make another 100 too. And what we're going to do with you guys is we're going to take those out, because I think... I don't think we need any more. Yeah, they're the hover engines. What I'm hoping for is that as things fill up... Alright. I really should take a look and see what the capability of those are. Wait a minute, small mill. Is there a large mill? So minimum, we want all of these to be minimum 6. I think. 12 meters, regulation, altitude, range. Okay. Oh, and you can change the color of the emitter. Interesting. So let's go something like that, maybe? So does that mean... Oh, look at that. It's recolorable. That's awesome. Okay, I'm really starting to like this mod. And you are just needing to be welled up. Yeah, that is absolutely awesome. Looks like there's a small missing texture inside there. Let's see here. Oh, we do need 2 more gravity generators. Oh, I'm going to change it. I just didn't realize that you could change that color like that. That's awesome. Right, so we do need 2 more gravity generators. So let's go ahead and make those. That should be the last of what I need for that. So we're going to take those out. Take those out. And move all this stuff up here so that it's hide empty. There you go. And then hopefully okay, so this is small. Those are... Holy crap! Look at that. Alright, so what's the difference in lift potential? Huh. Well, that's small. That's a large. Wow. That's really nice detailing on that. The mod author did a lot of work on that model. That's awesome. Hey HD, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Happy Tuesday. Oh, we're just playing with the hover engines a little bit. I'm not sure if these are going to be able to pick the whole thing up. I might have to revisit that. All right. What do we have going on in the refineries? I think we need to get our refineries rebalanced here a little bit. Copper, nickel, or cobalt, nickel. Okay. Alright, so we're still just missing that one. Alright. So while we're waiting for that, let's get some atmospheric thrusters in place, because we're going to need to be able to move this thing a little bit. So we will do on there. And let's see if we go. Can we get One of you mounted in here somewhere. Right, I think we're just going to have to go with what we can for right now for basic movement here. And this should be entertaining. Yep. We're gonna put one right there. Just be actually, you know, can we get one? Oh no, yeah, we're gonna have to put it underneath. How do I like the new update? I'm on the fence with it. I like a lot of what they've done with the way that the retexturing of planets. I do like it looks prettier. I am not a fan of the J.J. Abrams lens and you know, the lens flare looks like, you know, what is it, J.J. Abrams and oh, what's his name, Michael Bay. If they got together and built a game engine, that's what it kind of looks like. Oh, but overall, I'm liking it. The game is much more stable. Now, the downside of that is that because it hasn't been optimized with the new changes, a lot of systems are having problems with the new graphics pieces as well as the overall performance of the game. So I'm not a fan of that, but you know, it's not bad. It's not bad. You know, as much crap as I give Keen about some of the stuff that they do and some of their decisions, I have to say they did a good job with this one. So it is definitely one of the more polished updates that I've seen come out of KSH in a while. So props to them and their teams, even given all of the problems that they've had with it. So hey Chozo, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Happy Tuesday. So yeah, we just need grids. Lots of grids. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go ahead and queue up like 100 grids, maybe a few more, but we'll start with 100 and see if that's enough to get us going. You know, let's do 200. Make sure everything else is queued out. Okay. So, but yeah, with the changes, one of the things I was happy for is that wheels actually work for me now. I no longer completely sink into the ground and have just random things exploding whenever I put wheels and landing gear and stuff on things. So I am absolutely ecstatic about that. The new update also made pistons much more stable for me. As you can see, we actually have a piston-based lift here, so I am absolutely enjoying these aspects, I should say. So we do that, we do that. I mean, look at this. Let's throw the parking brake on for a second. I mean, you didn't used to be able to get this kind of stuff to work reliably. Look at that. Ah, so much fun. And yeah, we're basically setting the base up to become mobile. And I will take a blueprint of it before we fly off. Because I have this feeling that the hover engines are not going to be enough to hold this whole thing up. Even with that many of them, I'm thinking I'm probably going to have to build either a lot more of them, or we're going to have to put the really big ones in. Actually, I don't have any. The only heavy armor I have is in the corner columns, and we're going to cut. Basically, we're going to take. Let's use a non-dedicated color. So basically, we're going to take these blocks out to cut it loose. Actually, yes. I think for this one, I'm going to have to take both of those blocks out. which is unfortunate. There. So if I take, I don't even have to take that bottom one out then. I just have to take those 2 blocks out. And I'm trying to think here, where else do I need to take out? I'll need to take out this block and both of those blocks, I think. And then obviously this block. And come on, let me get it. Basically that block as well. So if I take those out, we should be good. Actually, you know what? Can I just get rid of, let's get rid of that one and we'll keep that. Get rid of that. Hopefully that's all we need to take out. We'll figure it out as we work on it. I might need to take that one out too. Yeah, I know, right? Waiting for everything to go boom. Piston on flying machines? Yep. I've actually used the pistons on ships in atmosphere since the update, and it's worked okay so far. We'll see how that works in practice once all of this is up and running. Because what I will probably also need to do is, like I said, I'll probably need to put a couple of regular thrusters in. And how are we doing? I want to make sure all of our engines look like they are online. Alright. So let's go ahead and take this out. Oh, before I do that, yeah, let's do a quick Control B. Because you know, if it can blow up, it's going to. Alright, so. Come on, there we go. What is the name of this one? Ground base home. Okay, that way if I need to rebuild it, we'll be able to. Hey, if you're not tempting fate, man. What's funny is that after I do this, we're gonna know if it's a problem or not, because I'm gonna when I convert it to a ship, it could be interesting. Cessna. And we're not tempting fate quite yet, but we will be getting there shortly. YouTube has no clip function. That's probably a good thing. Oh. Alright, so this is either going to be absolutely amazing or amazingly hilarious. I'm not sure which it's going to be. Let's see here. Oh, can I get... Let's go ahead and take this out. Exactly. Anybody can play it safe. If you're going to do something stupid, do something epically stupid. Just don't get called. Alright. Okay, so we're going to take this block out. I'm going to leave this one until absolutely last. I just want to make sure everything else is clear. Epic. Well, there's a difference between tempting fate and pissing fate off. So I'm not quite sure which way we qualify, but you know, we'll find out here shortly. Alright, so let's go ahead and we're going to do a quick save. And then we are going to save as, just in case, I just have this really bad feeling this whole thing is going to come down on top of me. Ready? Alright, so I think, oh, you know what we might have to do? We might have to take all of this out because that is attached to here. Okay, let's take this thing apart. Oh, this is going to be bad. At least there's a hole for me to duck into when this whole thing comes down on top of me, right? Alright, go ahead and we're going to throw the rest of this in to the cargo container. Not that I'm overly worried about it, because if it goes completely pear-shaped, we can always recover. I'm just trying to figure out if this whole thing is going to blow up or not. Alright, so that's all cut free. That's cut free. Well, the nice thing is that if the whole base comes down on top of me, at least it'll kill me so quickly I won't feel anything. I'll be dead before I realize it. I'll be missed, but not by the base. Yes, I know, right? It'll be interesting. Oh! Was that the base coming down on me, or was that just me dying? That was just me dying. Okay. Oh. Where'd my body go? Oh. What? No, you did not take all my crap. You son. Oh, I know why. Okay, never mind. Bob is still turned on. Bob collected all my stuff. Alright. Be a whole lot thinner. Yeah, I know, right? Bob is the nanite build and repair system. He has affectionately been dubbed Bob in honor of Bob the Builder. Quite a few different YouTubers and folks in the space engineers community in general use the bot. Oh man, I'm kind of hesitant to do this again. Yeah, Bob's recent updates have, I think I want to be over on this side when I do this. Alright. So, in theory... Okay, I think everything is free and clear, right? I think. Doesn't mean that it necessarily is. You are... There's very real potential that these are holding things up. Okay. Do we have anything else that looks like it might be cursorily connected? I don't think so. Looks like that should be everything. Of course, after having done all of that, I run out of hydrogen. Oh, okay. Come here. Grab my tank. Oh, man. Hey, son of a bitch. That's a bug I would love to see them actually fix at some point. Yeah, I have to switch it over to a station, or over from a station to a ship. I have to do the convert to ship. But generally speaking, it's usually a good indication that it's able to hover. All right. I'd say drum roll please, but I think that would be inviting more trouble than it's worth, so... Ready? Oh, I think the hover engines are all on, aren't they? Yeah, they're all on. Man, you had me scared for a second. It's like, son of a... Oh. Terrified me there. Okay. So we're going to do this. Hey! We have a ship. Now the question is... Know what we don't have? I didn't put gyros on it. Oh. Alright. This is going to be interesting. I think it just destroyed my... Oh no, it didn't. Awesome. My little runabout made it. It survived. Alright, so... Yeah. We're going to have to get large thrusters in there. But we are in a good situation, I think, for the most part. Let's get some gyros on board. We're just gonna throw a couple on here. Just oh, hello. Just because we can. Let's go ahead and get that out. Put that in. And that's another 100 grids that we're going to need. No, I didn't set it. Oh, did I? I may not have set them for the center of mass. Oh, that would have been it. Yeah, right there. I have the music turned down a little bit. Yeah, this time, that was actually an intentional setting. If you want the music a little louder, I'll be glad to turn it up. And you are just missing grids and tubes. You are missing all sorts of grids and tubes. Okay. Right, so let's get to a panel that I can... This is going to be interesting. Oh, man. Alright, so we're going to have you do another 100 of those. Actually, have you do 200 of those just because we can. And we'll have you crank out 100 of those because we've got plenty of iron for right now. I'm not too worried about it. Oh. Hey, we have a gyro. See if I can... This is really disconcerting. Oh, man. And is that enough gyro to get us over, is the question. Looks like it might be. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Lift your fuck us. Might need a little bit more thrust on that. Come on. You can do it, baby. You can do it. Not quite enough. We're gonna have to add a little bit more thrust to it. Actually, another gyro or two would probably be good as well. Alright, let's get another gyro or so in here. You know what? Can I get them in here? I can. Let's just go ahead and go... Alright. Hopefully... Oh look, you got everything we needed. It's not a good idea to have the base slowly rotating over. Oh! Need more gumption? Oh dear lord. Look at that. Oh, oh. We have hover. Oh, that is hilarious. This is so wrong on so many levels. This is awesome. Oh my god, I can't believe we did that. Oh. Oh yeah, it definitely needs more hover engines. But not only did we do that, so not only did we just convert a base into a hovercraft, we did it with 2 other ships attached. I have my runabout still attached to the ship. Oh man, that is awesome. Oh my god. Okay, that was all sorts of miscellaneous oh look, we can have to... And it wasn't locked to the connector when we did all of that. Oh, that is hilarious. I am surprised. Yeah, no, it survived mostly. I see something took some damage. Not sure what, but something took some damage over here. Thrusters are okay. 2 generators okay. Everything looks like it's okay. I think it might just be rubbing on the walkway here. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I thought it was going to explode. Holy crap! I cannot believe that worked. That is awesome. All right, so we're gonna make another 100 of these because I want to get some more. Oh, actually, I need to make gravity units too. Oh, I don't know. How many do I need? I need 5 of these per. So if we do... That should be enough. Because what I need to do is I'm going to add more gravity or more hover engines on this side, because we've got this platform is all blast blocks and the mass on that is just ridiculous. So I'm thinking what we'll end up with here is we'll do one there, one there, and I don't know, I might do 2 more in here. Let's see how that works. Basically what I'm going to need to do is grab the stats off of what we have already. Alright. So we're doing 6, 7, 5, 12. So we're doing 6, 7, 5, and 12. Okay. And then if that's enough to level us out, we don't need to worry too much about it. What are you missing? You are missing glass and the gravity generators. Okay. I didn't realize those things took bulletproof glass. Alright. So let's go ahead and get the rest of this stuff online. You are done. So we're going to go ahead and crank out 200 of that. Thank you, Chozo. Clang better have mercy on me after that one. Yeah, the clip function for that would have been amazing. But on the flip side, we are recording, so I'll be able to do an extract on that and we'll put it up as just a one-shot clip for you guys later. Amtrak? Oh, that's not good. Well, thankfully there was no injuries. Hope it was, well, there's no real benefit other than that no one was hurt. And hopefully it stays that way. Alright, so we need gravity generators. What am I missing for the gravity generators? Probably the gold and silver. No, we've got silver. We've got gold. So it's got to be, you know, cobalt, silicon. No, we got everything we need. Alright. What are you missing? You are missing a ridiculous amount of cobalt. Alright, so what's going here? What we're going to do is we're going to rebalance our refineries a little bit, because it looks like we have everything else that we really need. We're going to do 15. We're going to bump you back a little bit, because we have enough nickel. The only other thing we might need is the silver. But the sooner we get these up and running, what's funny is that the new welding is the old welding. So back before they removed the welding animation, because it used to be that you used to be able to run around with your welding torch like this and basically just burn energy. And then, I don't know, maybe about a year ago, 2 years ago now, they took that out, where the only time you could use your welding torch is if you were next to something. So, yeah, it's kind of weird. So, but yeah, like I said, it's the newest update is a really weird hodgepodge between like old school space engineers and new school space engineers. So it's yeah, it's interesting. Look at that. We are buoyant. So I didn't need the extra one, but having the extra one means I can put a little bit more stuff on here. So I'm gonna need, man, I'm gonna really need to rebalance this entire thing. Okay. So what we will probably end up doing is I will probably end up lifting this thing up a couple of blocks, putting an undercarriage in, and then figuring out where we need to go from there. Because eventually what I'll need to do is I'll need to build some like outrigger style nacelles for this thing. to put the actual hover engines in, because I'd like to get a couple of the large hover pads in. So oh yeah, there will eventually be an undercarriage here that basically like the old base had. Speaking of the old base, see, it was that light that we were hung up on before. All right, so let's go ahead and grab this. We're gonna go like so. Let's go get my base before it drifts completely away. Alright, so ow. Alright. There we go. Well, it's kind of based on the idea of an offshore drilling rig, so. And yeah, I'm planning on putting a crane on it. But the fact that we actually have a mobile base now. This thing is... oh. It's like a drink on his way home. Yep. No, you said it right the first time. Yeah, so the general idea for it was to be kind of a raised operating platform, just like an oil dirge would be. So now we do need to figure out a way. Oh, helps if I open up my helmet so I don't suffocate. So we are going to need to put in a bunch of things. Like, we're going to need more thrusters in order to keep us a little bit more level. And I'm thinking I'm going to need to go ahead and raise this up a little bit. And we're going to put in... Alright. So first things first, we're going to come over here, we're going to take this stuff apart. So that we can get the rest of the parts out of here. Go home drunk, your base. Nice. Oh. Well, I'll tell you what, after going from being a fixed location build to being a mobile base, if I was this space, I would need a drink too. Alright. So are we mostly stable at this point? We seem to be rotating. Alright. So we're trying to come to mostly a complete stop. Let's get a little bit closer. Alright, so let's check to make sure we are not actually drifting. Looks like we might be drifting a little bit. Let's get us level. See if we can level this thing out here. Whoa, hello. So yeah, basically what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to get this thing on the ground sooner rather than later. So while we're doing that, let's get out really quick. We're going to grab these. So what we're going to do is we're going to put basically a landing boot on this thing. You know what? Let's do that, and let's just go really simple right now. And we're going to put a landing gear on it. Somewhere. Don't know where. Where can I put one that's not going to cause this thing to go flipping into space? I'd like to put it right there, but I need to tip it back a little bit. Because if we do that... we tip it back a little. Man, these things really need you to make sure that you have your build balanced. So basically, the center of mass on my ship is what's causing all of the problems. So, are you not? Alright, let's increase our minimum distance a bit. So we're going to go 9 meters. Altitude range, we're going to go to 12. And 12 should be good. Okay. Now, is that high enough? Yeah, that should be high enough. Yep. Awesome. And then what that's going to allow us to do is to actually get this thing on the ground. What do we need for parts? Do you have all the parts you need? Yes. Let's weld this thing up. Yeah, no, it's doing really well. I'm surprised. I don't always make a base that becomes a a ship, but when I do, oh man! All right, let's get ourselves mostly over here so that we can get this thing locked in. And yeah, I'm gonna hotbar the altitude change. What I'm hoping for is that we'll be able to basically dock this thing up. Alright, so let's go hover. That way I can find them a little bit faster. We want to do decrease, increase. And did it lock? Yes, it locked. Okay, awesome. So we are going to do, I want to do gear. I have landing gear 2. Which landing gear are you? Why do I have to get any? I shouldn't have to do landing gear. Landing gear is the one I want. Okay. That would have been bad. So you are going to be switch lock. Okay, so we are mostly docked. Let's go ahead and trying to square us away here so where we're not going to cause problems when we go to land. Come on. So yeah, we're gonna need to rebalance a few things, but that's okay. Yeah, I actually have Bob set up on fly. As you can see, he's already deconstructing the things that have been marked for deconstruction. I'm just trying not to crash what we have here. There we go. There it is. Okay. I think that's actually more level than it was before I disconnected it. Alright, so I think that's probably enough excitement for one day. Let's see. Yeah, the ship is more level now than it was before I took off. Oh, that is hilarious. Alright. So, I think we're going to go ahead and call this one here. I want to thank you all for stopping in. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun doing some just random crazy crap with y'all, and yeah, it was a lot of fun hanging out today. We were able to get our base converted over into a mobile structure. When we come back next time, I will probably have done a little bit of work off camera to get an undercarriage in, because I do want to get an underbody in there. And we will probably be moving the hover engines around to try and figure out where our points of balance are. So thanks for coming in. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you hit those likes and subscribes on the channel. We have all sorts of stuff going on at various points in time. I am also back into 7 Days to Die now. We will have the next season of Imperion Iron Man should be on the channel here in the next couple of weeks. And yeah, it was a lot of fun hanging out. Hope you enjoyed it all. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Enjoy the rest of your week. And we'll see you back here next time for whatever game we happen to be playing. As always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody.